Okay, so I had a request to do some more survival videos, and I've been, thinking about what do I do, because it just seems like life is just life. So anyway, I got a brand new bag while I was at the Self-Reliance Expo, and so it gave me a good chance to take out all of my gear. There's all of my gear out of my go bag and go through it, do stock of what I have, and kind of see what I need. So, of course, I have some water purification tablets. Worst to worst, you always want to have a couple methods of purifying water, and so I have a few of them. So that's my water purification tablets. I have biodegradable soap for when you're out and you need to clean yourself in the river. I have some bug juice, but I also have new bug stuff that I got down at the Self-Reliance Expo. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm excited to do that. I have some regular old soap for, your hands and everything. Don't want to put this in the water too much, but it's good for cooking stuff. So you're going to notice an absence of cooking materials because we actually use those pretty much on a daily basis. We have them ready to go, and my husband carries more of the cooking stuff than I do. So, but I do have some stuff. Now remember, I am an author on an author's budget, so you do the best you can with what you got. So this is my old school canteen, last resort. I have something for water. In here, this is a little waterproof case, and I have a Bic lighter in there, so it does not get wet. That's my backup lighter. I always carry a ton of Bic lighters anyway, so. I have a little ends for my glasses because I wear glasses, and if you're in a bug out situation, last thing you want to do is lose your glasses. So I have the little ties that'll hook the glasses on. I have my backup Leatherman tool. This is kind of a crummy one. See, it's beat up. It's kind of crummy, but it's my backup one. I have my other one, my good one that I carry every day over in my everyday carry case, so that's why that's out here too. I have a pair of backup glasses because I wear glasses, and if I did lose them, I always want a backup pair. So whenever I get a new pair of glasses, I put my old pair in my go bag. This is my backup crummy flashlight. So, just have a backup of a backup of a backup. I got my skivvies here because you need extra skivvies when you're out there. I have a little thermarest pillow that I use. I also have a thermarest pad that rolls up right into my sleeping bag and then hooks onto the bottom of my stuff. And I also have a 1 pound, 2-person bivy sack that I carry because my husband carries all the cooking stuff. So I've got the little fishing tool, fishing string, hang your fish on. I've got a little deep wood towelette. The SAS survival guide. This is super important. It has how to do tons of traps, everything like that. Wild foraging, just a plethora of information, and see, it's so compact and so nice. So that's why I keep that there. I have a couple of different range finders here. So this is just like the crummy backup one, the little golfing one, and then the good one. The good one, of course, requires batteries. So if you run out of batteries, you have the crummy backup. I have extra fishing hooks. Never know when you need those. I have an extra sewing kit because you never know when you're going to have to patch something up. And of course, I have my magnesium flint fire starter. I have an assortment of gloves because my hands are always cold. So I have an assortment of gloves that I take with me. And then I also have my work gloves over there. Those are my primary ones that I really love. But I keep like a bunch of different pairs of gloves in there. Face mask for if it's cold. A couple of hats. This one's a waterproof hat. So you can also collect water with it. Multi-tool. I like to have everything. Does a couple different things. So lots of mittens, gloves, stuff like that. A couple of bandanas, because you can always use them for multiple things. Wash them. They go on your head. They work really well. Of course, I have some protein bars. They're looking kind of beat up, but I have my protein bars. You can use them as bait. You can eat them. They're great. Gotta have them. Of course, I have my tooth cleaning kit. So that's my doctor on the front. He always gives me these cool little cases with a toothbrush in it and some floss. And it's really important to have that with you. You don't want to neglect your teeth when you're out there. I also have a couple of glow sticks just in case. It's just kind of like buffer stuff. Then I have, of course, I told you I have multiple ways to purify water. I have a life straw and I have a mini Sawyer. So the mini Sawyer, at least you can collect the water and then pour it out. If you only had a life straw, you'd be eating spit soup, and I didn't want to do that, so the mini Sawyer. I have one of the Heat Factory little hot packets if something worse comes to worse. Of course, got my Carmex, and got some playing cards for entertainment. Oh, and I also have a harmonica for entertainment as well. So I have a pouch, a little poncho, so you know if you need it, you can stay dry. But I also have a rain jacket that I carry with me. In this bag, okay, coming around here is my walking stick. I always carry paracord on there. It's about 100 feet of paracord on there. Make sure it's the good stuff with the 12 strands inside. More paracord, of course. And then this bag is pretty cool because it is waterproof. I just got it with a pair of rain gear that I have. So it's waterproof, and I keep my headlamp in there, of course. You know, you gotta have your headlamp. And I keep my first aid kit in there. And that way it always stays dry. So my first aid kit is kind of just busting open with stuff. I have just tons of stuff in there. That's a whole nother video. So I also carry a lot of Ziploc bags because when you collect wild forageables, you can put them in there. If you have grody things, you know, stuff that needs to be cleaned, you can put it in there. So just carry some extra Ziploc bags. I also have right here is a patches for anything that's rubber. So I have my pad that's rubber that I sleep on, so that's just good to have. And then I have the tube tent, which is just basically like a tarp tent. It's kind of my emergency backup. I also keep little bags like this because you can always put paracord pieces in them, stuff like that. You never know when you need a waterproof bag, so I like to keep things like that. Of course, I have some feminine items that I put in there because I'm a female, and so I like to have a nice big supply because, you know, you're gonna need it, and it packs up really tight. You can also use it for if somebody gets hurt as well. Extra socks. You know, I don't want to carry too many, but I also don't want to carry too little. It's really important to have your feet dry. I've got my extra socks, and then coming back over here, I carry these little bags like this and like this. And these are your wash 'em up bags. When the toilet paper runs out, this is basically my toilet paper. And then I like to carry dark colors because I'm a gal, and that's kind of self-explanatory. So I got my fishing rod. Of course, I don't carry my fishing rod every day, but it is in my bug out bag. I carry this bag every day. So this bag has some of my knives in it, things like that. And then I also have my everyday carry kit in there that I got from Dale and Lisa over at Survivalist Prepper. So this is the bag I carry every day. I would drop some weight out of here and put that with my go bag as I left. Because then if we're camping someplace, I have a bag I can carry around with me besides just my go bag. This is my favoriteest item of all right here. That is my baby, and that is the Bad Air knife that I take with me. It's got lots of good tools other than being like a machete knife in between. So I have a couple of extra t-shirts that I take. 2 extra t-shirts, one on my back, 2 extras. These are the only pairs of pants I would take. 2 different kinds of camo. I have my dark camo and I have my light camo. And then I have a camo shirt that I would bring, long sleeve. This jacket I got from my martial arts instructor for Christmas. So we'll just give a little shout out to Auburn Martial Arts there. And this jacket is phenomenal. It's really, really waterproof. It packs up super tight and it's so warm. So if it was raining, I would wear that underneath my camo jacket. This is just a really thin camo jacket, so it doesn't weigh a lot, but it does the trick when you need some camouflage. So that's basically everything that I put into my go bag. As far as a compass goes, that's in my EDC kit, you know, things like that. That's stuff I carry every day. This is just stuff that if I had to go out the door, this is what I'm planning on taking. As I leave out the door, I would also take canned foods, things like that, and dried rice, stuff that's easy to carry. Of course, I'd also take probably my rifle and some ammo, and we're not going to put that in this video. So I hope you enjoyed what I had in here. I'll be back with you in a minute because I weighed this bag before we started and it was about a 5 to 8 pound bag. So now we're gonna put all that stuff back in it and see how much weight I'm carrying. All right, so we're back and I got everything loaded into my bag. If you can believe that, all the stuff off my bed. And it's only that full. So I still have plenty of room with this new bag. The hood part is all loaded up with first aid gear and stuff that I'd access all the time. So you can see I still got a lot of room for food and cooking utensils and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on the scale and see what it weighs. So we've got it on the scale as best we can do it. And it looks to be about 30 pounds, see? So that's what we're looking at, and I can still load a little bit more in there. So there we go, that's what's in my go bag.
Follow the journey of a dynamic young woman, mother, and wife, Erica, as she is thrust into a world turned upside down by a series of natural disasters, day after disaster.